Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. If you're new here, if this is your first time watching, my name is Amanda, aka Biker Girl Mandy on all my social medias. So today we are going to do a review on the Street and Steel Moto leggings from Cycle Gear. So I bought these myself, so this is not a sponsored video, at the suggestion of someone in one of my writer groups that I'm on Facebook, and I asked for suggestions on pants and things to review. So let's get started, guys. So I don't know if you can see. So these are the Street and Steel women's Moto leggings. I got these from Cycle Gear. So as far as sizing on these, I did size up. I went one size up from my current pant size, um, and they fit. But from what I saw, and I will put in like a video of me trying these on, so this will be a voiceover, is they fit very well. The waist fit, everything like that, and we're pretty comfortable. But if you are a girl like me and you have a little bit of a thicker bottom half, and a bigger, butt area, these are advertised as high-waisted, and in the front, they definitely were high-waisted. They went above my belly button or at my belly button. But when it came to the back, they felt very low. When I was writing, I was kind of a little nervous that I was going to have a lot of crack showing. If you have like a Pando Moto suit that goes underneath this, you don't really have to worry about that. So I would say this could be a good fit for that. Other than that, these are super comfortable. They're very stretchy material. So I will show you, like, look at that stretch. I mean, whoop. So definitely stretchy. The band is like a thicker band. Like this is the full waistband section here. It's a little stiffer. But I did find I ride a sports bike. I ride a R3. I did about an hour drive in these, and they weren't digging in too much. So I know something like some pants dig into your stomach, especially if you're hunched over and are uncomfortable. These don't have that. They also have these belt loops here that go all the way around. So if they're a little loose on your waist or you feel like putting a belt around, that might help with some of the issues where they kind of feel like you're going to show some crack. Other than that, they don't have on the website, like if they have A rating or AAA rating or anything like that. But I think Amanda here, I did see this tag here. It doesn't say anywhere on the listing that I could see, but on here it does say materials tested to A impact abrasion resistance. So a little correction here. I'm going to insert this into the clip while I'm editing, but they does say here materials tested to an A impact abrasion resistance. So it does have a little bit of abrasion resistance. Obviously, I'll put a little chart here so you can kind of see what the speed is that you're going to go ahead and your abrasion resistance is for. So that does help a little bit. It does have some kind of abrasion resistance on it. They do have CE level 2 armor. So in the knees, they do come with armor when you buy them. So let me get this out. So it does come with this, and it is the Axial, which is also Cycle Gear's brand knee pads. These are very firm, so you can't really tell now, but when you're trying to put the pants on, you'll notice like this part especially has to get over. So I think that's a reason why I also had to size up, because I have larger calves and trying to get this inside or over my calves with the leggings at the tight way that they are was a little bit rough. So keep that in mind. You might need a size up just to make sure that they fit. So they do have over here some nice pockets for hip armor as well. These are 95% aramid lined. So it's a 95% aramid liner that goes here. It goes just below your knee. So there is not any protection that's going to be going on from your knee to your ankle. as far as any kind of slide or abrasion resistance. In addition, let's see if I can get this on camera. This is my first legging review. So these do have, if you could see, they have different pockets for short or tall. So they do have some adjustability and also a medium one as well. So it has three-way adjustability for your knee armor. So you can find that perfect fit and that perfect location for those knee armor pads that are included to feel as comfortable as possible. Altogether, I feel like these are a really nice legging. I don't know if how they would be in the summer. When I was riding, it was in the mid to low 70s, and I rode like at dusk. So it was kind of starting to get dark, and I was getting cold as far as my top because I was just wearing an adventure jacket and I didn't have the liner in, and my legs stayed very warm. So I think in the summer, because these did keep me warm in like a colder environment, they might get a little bit hot. You might get a little sweaty. So just a note on that. So these are very warm. In my opinion, I did not feel any coldness. My legs weren't cold when I got back from my ride, which was kind of really nice, especially for where I live. And I will put up some B-roll here so you can see, but these do have some pockets in the front and in the back. In the front, these are super deep pockets, which is really nice. Easily, I feel like your phone could fit if you feel like throwing your phone in your pocket while you're riding. But in the back, what I did notice is, I don't know if it's the certain size that I chose, if I maybe need to size up more, which would make them probably baggy. But the pockets were like kind of low. They were almost like under my butt. And I kept like trying to put my phone in my back pocket when I stopped during my ride for a little rest break. And I kept like almost dropping my phone because I expected the pocket to be there and it wasn't there. So that might just be an issue with the sizing on me or how it fits on my body. But definitely something to keep in mind, that the back pockets, the location maybe should be a little higher, or they just didn't fit or sit right on me. But the front pockets were freaking amazing and super deep, which, you know, most women's pants and leggings don't have deep front pockets. So it was kind of cool. Other than that, these do have a more straight to slim fit in the bottom, which was really nice because I do wear some over the ankle Alpine Star boots. So I will put in some footage here so you guys can see. But they do fit nicely into my boots. They don't bunch up a lot. They don't scrunch and feel uncomfortable on my ankles while I'm riding. So all in all, these are very comfortable. As far as riding gear goes, I'm sure you guys have felt some of the pants and they're kind of stiff and not soft. These do have like where you can kind of feel that they're a thicker material, but they don't feel itchy. It doesn't feel uncomfortable, anything like that while you're wearing it. So that's also a plus for me. In these pants, I did order the normal length. These do come in short, regular, and tall, which is really nice because they have a lot of flexibility. These also go from size 4 to size 18. So that's also super nice because I feel like sometimes you find gear and it only goes up to a certain size. So it's really nice to have those extra sizes, especially at the top of the range for girls who are a little bit thicker like I am. So that was really nice. But I did order the regular length, and I do have about a 31 inch inseam. So I am a bit shorter in the leg, but these fit like right at my ankle. So if I was walking, they're not going to be dragging. If I was wearing regular shoes, anything like that, or sneakers, they're not going to be dragging on the floor, which is kind of nice. I also feel like they're a slimmer cut. So if you're trying to throw them over a boot, you might have it, you know, you might have to stretch it around. It might not be a looser fit around your boots, especially the ones I wear. I wear the Alpine Star riding boots, and I can do a review on those later. But they definitely, I feel like, would have a harder time going over like a larger, bulkier over the ankle boot. But definitely tucking inside, super comfortable, and I highly recommend. So, final thoughts. What are my thoughts on these jeans or these riding pants? So, if I had to give these a score from 1 to 10, I would probably give these a 7. They were super comfortable. I definitely think in the summer months, especially if you live in a warmer climate where it gets really hot, these are going to be super warm. I would think that I would probably be sweating really bad in these, especially because, it was a lot cooler where I was riding when I did do my ride in these, and I stayed pretty toasty and pretty warm. So definitely summer months, these might be a little hot. If you're fine with dealing with that, then I would say go for it. As far as fit, I feel like it was nice to find a pair that actually fit me. A lot of times I order pants and they're in my size or even a size larger, and they don't even go over my hips. So that's, an issue that I face. I guess that's probably a me issue, but I'm sure there's other women out there that have that same problem. So it was really nice. I'm sure it's because, these are super, super stretchy. So it's so nice to have this stretch in here. I do wish that they did have some type of like a AAA rating, things like that. But I do think that Cycle Gear or Street and Steel, it is their brand, probably do that to keep these lower price. These are at $134.99, which is a really nice price point for motorcycle gear. If you've been looking for any kind of gear, you can find stuff for it gets expensive, especially if you get into the Pando Motos, the Raven gear, things like that. A lot of their leggings are $300+. So to find something like this, I would say it's super nice, especially for entry level. If you're getting into riding and you want to have some designated gear instead of just wearing jeans, this is definitely a really good option for you because they're super comfortable. They honestly, I think they kind of look cute too. If you take out the knee pad, you probably couldn't tell that these were motorcycle pants if, they didn't have all the padding in them. I like that they have adjustability for your knee, 3 different settings, 3 different pockets. So you could put it to where it fits your knee and where your knee sits on the pants better. I like that they do have that aramid lining in them. So it does obviously have some abrasion resistance. So if you do slide, it's really nice too. But all in all, I think that this is a really good value for your money. I think that you're getting CE level 2 knee armor. You can upgrade, especially the Axial brand of the armor at Cycle Gear is really inexpensive. So you can get hip armor, throw it in here, have a little bit of extra padding. The CE level 2 is great to have. Super comfortable, super stretchy. I just think maybe I need to go up one more size to maybe have them go around, my hip area, butt area a little bit better. But definitely, I would say if these are some pants that you're interested in, check out your local Cycle Gear, order them. You can always order online and return them if you don't like them. But I would say try them out because these definitely are very comfortable. They provide you some protection, especially if you're only riding in jeans right now. This is definitely a way better option than some jeans. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you have any more suggestions for pants or gear that you would like to see, comment down below and I will be sure to try and work on those videos as soon as possible. I am going to go ahead and I have the Pando Moto bodysuit, the little onesie. I call it a onesie. So I'll go ahead and review that. That's a little bit more of a high-end or a more expensive type of a gear option. I want to try and do stuff that's a wide range because everyone has different budgets. Everyone, has different things that they can afford or to spend their money on. So I'm going to review that next. That's a really cool piece of gear to have, especially like in things like this. You can just throw it under, it tucks in, so you don't have to worry about any, slippage, or if it falls down the back, you're not going to be exposing anything. So, but yeah, as far as these Street and Steel leggings, I am actually really impressed with them. I'm, pretty happy with how they fit and how they felt. And especially being someone my size, finding stuff that fits like this is, really amazing to find. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.